he's like you're perfectly fine, like you have a cavity up there, but other than that, like I think it's because you were sick and like your sinuses got like really what's it called? Inflared, like they flared up or something, like they got really irritated or something, and that the sinus is so close to the teeth. Something like that, I don't know, but the point is there was no infection. So I was like, great. And he's like, yeah, you just have this like cavity there. And I was like, great, can we take care of it today? And he's like, no, we just squeezed you in because you were in intense pain, but I would just suggest taking some ibuprofen, putting some ice on it, because it's like flared up, and so I think ibuprofen is like anti-inflammatory or something like that. So he said that should help me, and then what else did he say? Oh yeah, so that he couldn't do the cavity, that I would have to do a different appointment for that. So I make a different appointment for the cavity, make the freaking appointment, and then when I go, yeah, he just goes straight for it, just like great. Numbs me, tells me what's gonna happen. He even shows this is probably normal, and I continue to just try to chew on my right side because this is my upper left tooth that this man worked on. So I'm like, maybe I'll just stay on my right side for now. Second week, the pain is becoming unbearable. It got to the point where I was literally in a work meeting and my brain, like, I felt it here, I felt it on the side, like, I had the worst headaches where I'm like, is this what a migraine feels like? Because it was just so bad, and it wasn't, oh my god, my freaking lips are dry, and I'm not editing this video, wow. Anyway, it wasn't anymore, like, it wasn't just my tooth any longer. Let me English. It was starting to hurt, like my jaw. My bottom jaw felt really bad. My top, like my gums were hurting so bad. And then it started to give me a headache. And it was enough for me to be like, okay, I need some ibuprofen. Mind, y'all, I do not like taking ibuprofen, like I said. But like, it was so bad, I couldn't concentrate at work. I had a whole work meeting and I couldn't concentrate. And this meeting was literally centered for me to train me for my new position. So it's not like I could just like dilly-dally, like turn off my camera and like walk away. Like, this was literally a meeting for me. So I'm like, yeah, I need ibuprofen, and I literally have to, like, after the work meeting, I have to just tough it out for the rest of the meeting. Afterwards, I had to go and buy some ibuprofen. So I get my ibuprofen, and I feel a little better. I get home, and the ibuprofen starts to wear off. When I tell you, I started to cry. I started to cry from the pain. The pain was so much at some point. Like, I couldn't open my mouth. I couldn't close it. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. My entire left side, like, not even just my mouth, but my brain, my eye, it hurt to open my left eye. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was so much pain. My life is so much fun right now, I swear. But I just felt so, no, just kidding, wait, no, it hadn't gotten that bad yet, but it was bad. It was bad. It had not gotten that bad yet. Scratch that. I call the dentist and I tell them, because my head is starting to hurt, and I call them and I'm like, hey, I still feel a lot of sensitivity and a lot of pain, and it's getting worse. Is this normal? And they're like, that's not normal. Let's make you an appointment. I think I called on Monday. I had the appointment for Wednesday. Tell me why. I go in on Wednesday, and this dentist person, he's like, oh, I must have not lined it up right. No anesthesia, no nothing. This man goes in, I'm pretty sure it's a freaking drill, and he starts drilling my bottom teeth. My bottom teeth got nothing to do with nothing, and this man is drilling it. And then because he said he didn't want to irritate the top one. He's like, I don't want to irritate that one, so I'm gonna go in the bottom one. So I'm just like, okay. And he's just like drilling. He just starts drilling, and he didn't even rinse me off afterwards. But anyway, just starts drilling the bottom one, and I'm just like, what the frick? But whatever. I'm trying to feel better here. And then like, he takes it out. It's like he's like thinking, and I don't know what it is about me. I like to keep my eyes closed when someone's working on my mouth. Like, I'm just like, it feels weird to stare, just like, so like I'm just keeping my mouth closed, but like I could feel this man taking it out, like probably staring out with the situation. And then he goes back in with the drill on my bottom, like on my top left tooth, the one that's been hurting like a bitch. This man goes up there and he starts drilling that one, and it hurts, and I literally make like a sound. My face is probably showing that I'm in pain, and he's like, I'm sorry. now, but I can't do that. Like, we're gonna have to refer you to someone. And at this point, I honestly, looking back, that's what he said. But at this point, I'm in pain. It fucking hurts. No local anesthesia, no nothing. He doesn't even prescribe me anything for the motherfucking pain. I'm pissed. I'm pissed now, but at the time, I was just in pain. I was like literally holding my side, and I was like, okay. Like, what else could I say? I was just like, okay. Like, yeah, like, I just got fucking traumatized after this man drilled the fuck out of my teeth. Sorry for the cussing, I can't help it. It's the first time I tell this story, other than my man, but, so, I get up and out of there, and, yeah, I go home, and that's when the pain that I'm telling you guys, like, it hurt so bad that it hurt on my tooth, my top teeth, my top gums, my bottom tooth, my bottom gums, but all on my left side, my head hurt like I couldn't open my eyes. I was crying from the pain, and so I had to call them again on Friday. I waited on Thursday, Friday, no, it was on Friday morning, first thing, I called them, and I'm like, y'all, because my poor partner, he was having to see me balled up, crying, in pain, in so much pain. He got me a heat pad to hold up to my face. Like, I was doped up on so much ibuprofen, and I could still feel it. I literally got enough ibuprofen to feel to feel the sensitivity. Like, I could feel it throbbing, but at least it wasn't hurting my brain, and it wasn't hurting my eyes, but I could still feel it, even though I would take like 2 ibuprofens. Anyways, I don't think this is relaxing, but maybe it'll help entertain you for the time being. But anyways, I called them back on Friday, and I'm like, you guys, please prescribe me something for the pain, because he told me to wait a week. I couldn't. I was like, it literally hurts so much. My brain hurts. I can barely open my eyes. I couldn't concentrate at work. I was ready to take a sick day. And I was like, please prescribe me something for the pain. And I started crying over the phone. It was so bad. It was so bad. And so the girl was like, oh my gosh, okay, yes, we'll call you back right now. She calls me back after like 30 minutes after I'd taken some ibuprofen, so I sounded a little more normal when she called me back, and she was like, okay, we're gonna have to get you an appointment for a root canal. And at this point, I wasn't really thinking like what a root canal was. I was just like, to me, I just heard, yeah, we're gonna get you an appointment with someone else so they can fix this. I'm like, cool. So they do. They give me an appointment for 12 p.m. that day. I call them at like 7 a.m. They gave me an appointment for 12. So I took 2 ibuprofen that morning, and then it started to wear off by the time it was like 11. So I had to take 2 more, just again to feel decent. I go, and then when I get there, they make me sign all these papers. It's at the dentist or something. Literally a person that just dedicated to root canals. I had no idea what a root canal was at this point, y'all. I am 20 7. I'm 27. And mind you, before I was sick with the flu and had all this jaw pain, the freaking cavity didn't hurt. I was fine. And so they start to tell me, because of you coming to this consultation, it's gonna be $180 out of pocket. If we go through with the procedure, it's gonna be $182 out of pocket. Just so you know, here's what a root canal entails. And I'm just like, wait, what? I start to Google, like, what is this? And I had no mother flippin' idea. They killed my fucking tooth. That's basically what they freaking did. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I need some sort of like cap or whatever now. I'm just like, are you kidding me? I was so pissed off as soon as I saw $108 out of pocket, no matter what, just for freaking being here. I was just thinking, like, did this dentist doctor just fuck up my tooth? So sometimes they can have like a bad reaction and it can damage the nerves in your tooth. And so what we do is we go in there and we take the nerves out, or like clean out like the veins in your thingy mabobber. I don't know, I'm not a dentist, but she just showed me a picture and it looked like the tooth had veins, and she said that what they do is they clean it out and they put something else in there temporarily, and I have to go see a